Switzerland is a beautiful land which harmonizes nature, culture, and tradition. And everywhere you travel here, there are marvelous villages to explore. And you never go hungry in a land where cooking is an art form. And on the waters of Lake Geneva, the awe-inspiring Chateau de Chillon evokes memories of an age long before there were double axles. It is in the shadow of all this splendor that the city of Lausanne welcomes the greatest figure skaters in the world. From the Malay Ice Center, the World Figure Skating Championships, presented by MasterCard. But right now, we turn our attention to the pairs free skate, which was held last night. Here were the standings now after the short program. Germany's Mandy Wötzel and Ingo Steuer were in first, followed by the two Russian pairs. The American pairs were in 4th and 5th place, and both had an opportunity to win medals. Let's join my colleagues Terry Gannon, Dick Button, and Peggy Fleming as they called the competition last night.
So we are set for the pairs free skate here at the Malay Ice Center in Lausanne, Switzerland. 4.5 minutes, which could define your entire career. And here is one of the two top American teams, this year's national champions, in contention along with Jenni, Meno, and Todd Sand. Kyoko Ina and Jason Dungjen in 5th place after the short program, hoping to stand on the podium at the end of this event.
Well, their win at the Nationals, I think, translated a new attitude. Even in practice, they looked eager, aggressive, and very confident.
The music, Grand Canyon Suite.
And they attack this program with these first two moves. A throw, triple salchow. Great height. Right into side-by-side, triple toe loops. Very solid. Nicely done.
Difficult side-by-side move, double axles. Is fall out. Slight problem. One of the things that you do notice is how much easier they take it, how much more prepared they are for each move. There's no rushing.
This free skate worth 2/3 of the overall score. Ina and Dungjen in 5th, trying to move up. They finished in 6th place a year ago at Worlds in Edmonton. Coming in, they really felt like they could medal here.
They've worked a lot this past season on their presentation and relating to one another on moves like this.
Very nice. Throw triple loop. Big move.
And Dungjen's placement here at Worlds, very important not only for their personal goals, but also for the World team next year and the Olympic goals of the U.S. A new point system taking into account the finishes of all of the teams, not just the top teams from each country as in the past.
Now look at the entrance to this next lasso lift, the low entrance, and the sweep up. The position in the air is first rate, and the dropout very good. They are really skating like champions tonight.
They've only had one mistake. That was Jason's double axel. Otherwise, they've skated a very clean program. And now their final move is a death spiral. Nice long line. Good for them.
Well, I must say that's a huge improvement over their performance in the last year or 2 years. What a quantum leap forward that this has been.
A lot of American fans here cheering on Kyoko, Ina, and Jason Dungjen. Will check their scores when we come back to Lausanne. Welcome back to Lausanne as Kyoko, Ina, and Jason Dungjen await their marks here in the free skate.
But take a look. This only mistake in the otherwise really flawless program, these side-by-side double axels, watch him. Just did not check the landing, only had to pull that right arm back, and it would have worked.
Along with our coach on the right, Peter Burrows, he lost his wife to cancer. Judy passing away before the U.S. Nationals, and very tough time obviously for him. But Kyoko and Jason have talked about how she has been really a guardian angel throughout this whole process for them. And the first sets of marks, technical merit, Dick.
Well, you see, I think even if that one mistake hadn't been there, we would have seen still another 1/10 of a point higher, which would stand them in even better stead as we come to the more accomplished skaters, the top skaters in this competition.
Second set for presentation. The range 5.5 up to 5.7.
And those are the same and slightly, could have been better if they had paralleled just a little more. But that's yet in the future, and it'll be there.
Sur la glace, on the ice, Oksana Kazakova, Artur Dmitriev, Russia.
And here is a Russian pair that most of the other teams keep their eyes on when they take the ice. They are so talented. When Oksana Kazakova and Artur Dmitriev are on, they are very, very good.
Remember, his performance at the '94 Olympics, extraordinary. That was, of course, with his former partner, with whom he won the silver medal at the Games.
Natalia Mishkatunik, his former partner. They're the '92 Olympic champions, the '91 and '92 world champions.
And coming up, side-by-side, triple toe loops. Remember, he doubled his in the short program, and he did again here. Not a big help. These side-by-side axles.
Very nice.
If there's a weakness in their skating, it's the side-by-side jumps.
They are so difficult. They're difficult doing them as a single skater, but having to do them as a pair, you have to be in the same timing too. Triple Salchow, the precision of throwing her up just high enough. Very nicely done. Good height and nice speed and flow right out of it. This is a beautifully interwoven program with moves that are very interesting like this. They've taken the basic pair moves and I think shaped them into a work of art.
of this that creates its difficulty.
And he lets her down with one hand. Takes a lot of strength and control.
Now again, watch the throw here. And as if to follow that up with this lift. My favorite move in their pair.
Very beautiful.
Kazakova and Dmitriev in 6th place after the short program. They became a team in February of '95, their best moment together. Gold medal at the European Championships a year ago. This season at the Russian Nationals, they finished 4th, barely made the Russian world team. And captured a silver medal at the Champions Series finals a couple of weeks ago to edge out a former world champion pair, Shishkoma and Naumov.
This is an incredible move. What control.
It's a trick. And I guess every program has a place for a good trick.
Oh, they're so unusual and very inventive. That they present is so wonderful.
The point is, they're important skaters, and their performances add up to a very strong emotion, and it makes us almost have a great tendency to forgive their mistakes.
Kazakova and Dmitriev of Russia in 6th, looking to move up. The crowd loves it. And when we come back, the reigning world champions will take the ice. Eltsova and Bushkov in 2nd place, trying to move up to 1st in a moment. Kazakova and Dmitriev, along with their coach, Tamara Moskvina, after a program, Dick, in which there was a mistake early on.
Well, it wasn't really a mistake. It was just a failure to do, for him to do a triple toe loop when she did one. So that was a slight lessening of score, not really a disastrous mistake. I'm forgiving them because I think they're wonderful.
Because I know you love
and I have great passion because they have great passion for skating, and that's what they're all about.
The technical merit marks reflecting that double instead of the triple, and then the presentation marks 5.5 up to 5.8 for Kazakova and Dmitriev of Russia. And here is the pair getting ready to skate. They're in 2nd place, Marina Eltsova and Andrei Bushkov. It is through an incredible amount of adversity that they have risen to the top of the skating world. Brent Musburger takes an up-close and personal look at the reigning world champions.
Over the last century, no country has been so ripped apart as Russia. Revolution, collapse, reform, economic despair. Some still fight for ideals they knew. Others have left for enticements west. But most here are lost, somewhere between holding on to a tormented past and embracing an uncertain future. Together now for 8 years, Marina Eltsova and Andrei Bushkov, too, are stuck between a dissolved Soviet sports machine that created stars of the late 80s, like Gordieva and Grinkov, who went on to prosper financially in the States, and between the younger generation of Ilya Kulik and Irina Slutskaya, who have attracted offers to train in America and big-time agents. But Marina and Andrei have somehow fallen through the cracks.
When it was still the Soviet Union, I remember they would play the Soviet anthem and you had the feeling that you were part of something big and important. Then when all the republics became independent states, I had the feeling that something very dear to me had been lost.
I remember some time ago when somebody won and everyone would come to the airport and bring flowers and celebrate. Now when you come back from competition, you're greeted only by family. Something is gone.
They came together as their country was coming apart. They lost their financial support since the end of the Soviet Union. They received $45 a month from the Olympic Committee. Prize money is split 30% coach, 30% government, and 10% federation. The message from the country, the message from the federation was, give up.
We had to prove to ourselves and then to the people that it's too early for us to be written off. When you hear that from people, it's frightening. But we were able to show the world that we are still strong.
After making the world team in 1993, 94 should have been their Olympic opportunity. But with the return of professionals to eligible status and a lack of coaching support, their chance was taken away. Feeling unwanted and alone, Marina and Andrei decided to risk leaving their acclaimed coach, Igor Moskvin, coach of the legendary Protopopovs, for an unknown.
People said, why you change coach? Your coach is known all over the world, and the coach you're switching to is young and nobody knows her. We asked ourselves, what is more important for us? The coach with a reputation who does not care about us, or an untitled one who will really work with us and for us?
Gold at the 1996 Worlds gave Eltsova and Bushkov an identity for the first time, but it's one they must struggle to hold on to. Russia, too, tries to distinguish herself. Signs of change abound, yet with an average salary of $22 a week, most struggle to adapt. Marina and Andrei and their country grapple with uncertainty.
Perhaps our place is where we are, somewhere between, because we cannot join the younger generation, and we can't go back.
When you understand what they've been through and what they continue to endure, you have even more appreciation for what they've been able to accomplish. The reigning European and world champions in second place, like they were a year ago in Edmonton, Eltsova and Bushkov of Russia.
The music, The Day When You Love Me.
This is the program that they performed last year at the World Championships. There's a solid and comfortable quality to this team. You find yourself not getting nervous for every element that they do. First move are side-by-side triple toe loops.
Well, you don't need that if you're going to be a world champion. Which we have to remember they are as the defending champions.
Well, they've got to let that mistake go and go on and concentrate and focus on all the rest of the tricks. Side-by-side double axels, very well done. They do have wonderful flow over the ice.
The height that he lifts her to in this throw.
Nice tight rotations in the air.
there's such a nice calm about them. There's no rushing or extraneous moves to their skating. It's very simple, but very effective. Deceptively difficult. This throw, triple, toe loop.
She is so compact in the air, rotating very quick.
Their chief rivals, Wötzel and Steuer, still to skate. In fact, they're up next.
Lovely dropout on that. Very crisp and fast and sharp and clean.
Among those that have skated, Kazakova and Dmitriev in the lead ahead of Elena and Dungjen.
Very pleasant number to watch.
Yes, easy on your eyes. It didn't have quite the tension or the impact or the power that we've seen on some of the other pairs, but very sort of gently pleasant.
And the fall early on, though, Dick, we'll see how that's reflected in the scores of Marina Eltsova and Andrei Bushkov of Russia. We'll have those marks when we return to Lausanne. And then it's the leaders after the short program, Mandy Wötzel and Ingo Steuer of Germany. Just like a year ago, Eltsova and Bushkov started the free skate in second place. In Edmonton, they won. We'll see if the judges think their performance was good enough to win here.
And here's a look at their side-by-side triple toe loops where Andrei fell on it. He was just way back on his skate. Didn't finish the rotations to check out and flow out of that landing.
Well, the overall performance was like they say about wine, a nice performance, not a great performance. And I think that certainly leaves the door open for the other skaters at the top of this competition.
You see the technical merit marks, Dick.
For judge number 3 from Canada, which is interesting, and also judge number 8 from Great Britain.
Those marks good enough to put Eltsova and Bushkov in first place in terms of those that have skated already.
On the ice, Mandy, Wötzel, Ingo, Steuer, Germany.
But here are Mandy Wötzel and Ingo Steuer of Germany. They have defeated Eltsova and Bushkov 4 times in international competitions this year. They've been in this spot before, too. They were the leaders a year ago. They'll try not to relinquish that spot this year in Lausanne.
The music, In Memory, by Danny Wright.
I think besides being a very handsome couple on the ice, they finally found consistency and confidence in this past season.
Well, these side-by-side triple toes will tell much of the story. A slightly corkscrewed one, but they were done, and they were full, and they'll get all the credit they need.
Watch the spring that she gets from this split triple twist. Good split.
There they go. They're not. This is not the perfect night for these pairs.
Every one of the top pairs teams so far
made a major mistake.
Absolutely.
Double foot.
Yes.
I think they are bit by bit destroying their chances.
Remember, they were the leaders, though, after the short program.
Beautiful position in the air, the feet together.
The parallel landing was even nicer. The unison here is first rate. One of the things that they do have going for them is that they're very strong, clean skaters. They're unpretentious, straightforward.
I think this music is very difficult for skating because it's so soft and quiet, but I think that they really bring a lot of its highs and lows out very well.
Mentioned the 4 wins they enjoyed over Eltsova and Bushkov this year, the only major event in which they did not accomplish that, the European Championships in Paris.
Pair split jump, half loop, double toe. Accent of this music.
The glory of that move was it will help eradicate some of the previous mistakes. Great position. Well, this is really turning out to be an interesting pair competition. A wonderful performance, but again, mistakes.
And it is wide open right now. Eltsova and Bushkov in first. We'll see if Wötzel and Steuer can overtake them. And Jenni, Meno, and Todd stand on the ice next. You want to win a world championship? It's there for them. See if they can take it.
Andy Gardner did the impossible.
This could be a little sporting history.
They broke the Soviet Union's 14-year reign, becoming the first Americans to win a World Pairs title since 1950. No U.S. team has won the championship since.
Isn't that a great scene? Isn't that beautiful?
Back in Lausanne, the pairs free skate continuing, and Mandy, Wötzel, and Ingo Steuer waiting their marks.
And look at these side-by-side jumps. Watch her. This is the problem. Good unison to that point, and then she starts leaning out of the circle, and of course the jump goes.
Not pleased as they look up at the scoreboard and see their technical merit marks.
Well, You see that the interesting point is that the marks are so close with the other skaters that any upset coming on can screw up the entire list.
The presentation marks, they are good enough though, Dick, for Wötzel and Steuer to get to the top over Eltsova and Bushkov. But remember, that can still change with remaining skaters on the ice. And perhaps the opportunity has never been better for Jenni, Meno, and Todd Sand to capture a world championship. They have been the bronze medalist, 95, 96, silver medalist at the U.S. Championships this year. But with all the mistakes that we have seen, the door is wide open for them now.
The music, Rachmaninoff's Concerto No. 2, the third movement.
Well, even though they had a solid short program, their confidence has been shaken in this past month. And their toughest obstacle is this first move coming up. Side by side, triple toe loops.
Now she tripled it, but he only doubled. That's been a problem area for him. Even in the practice session, he wasn't able to achieve one.
And this is a triple Salchow. Oh, she wanted to hold on to that landing.
Split, triple twist. Oh, that was like a 2.5 move, and she landed going forward. Side by side double axels. Single axels into double toe loops.
One thing that has held Todd back is his back. He's had problems with that. And throughout the week here, we've seen him taking care of it and also not overexerting himself during practice on the ice.
They've had very shaky practices all week long. Their strength, that beautiful classic line. Very uncluttered choreography, very reserved, steady, and in control. Beautiful positions.
Jenni and Todd trying to accomplish something that has been very rare. Only two couples in the U.S. have won a world medal without being the national champions. The last time it took place was in 1949. They were in fourth after the short. Right now, Wötzel and Steuer lead Eltsova and Bushkov, and then Kazakova and Dmitriev, their top three, in Dungjen in fourth.
Nice throw, double axel.
Well, if you looked at it closely, you saw a very weak landing.
Yes.
Very weak landing edge.
This
almost a Adagio lift right there.
Very elegant position in the air. Inside death spiral.
Look at the beautiful arch that she has descending into that death spiral.
And he took that very carefully because at the Nationals he lost his edge. Very unfortunate.
Well, that was what can you say about these programs? They're all entertaining, they're all pleasant, and they all have mistakes.
Well, the American fans here say they liked it, but only the judges' opinions count. Jenni, Meno, and Todd stand in fourth, trying to move up with that free skate. And the last pairs team to skate will take the ice next. Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze of Russia. Anxious moments that must seem like they take a lifetime for Jenni, Meno, and Todd Sand and their coach, John Nix, awaiting their scores.
And here's a look at that split triple twist that you don't see a mistake on this very often in a pair team. She didn't complete the revolution. She should have landed backwards. Instead, she landed forward. Very unusual mistake.
And that was very damaging to them.
When they took the ice, a very real possibility that they could medal or win. The technical merit marks, Dick, they're very low.
And the artistic impression, not great either.
Meno and Sand now in fifth place. And here are Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze in their first year together. They have a chance to win a world championship, but that's only a small part of their story. Here's Brent Musburger with an up-close and personal look at a very courageous young woman.
All I remember is we were skating and spinning when I felt this unexplainable blow to my head. I kept spinning and I felt like I was falling, and then suddenly I felt something dripping. All of a sudden, people were all around me. I tried to speak, but I couldn't. The ambulance came and took me to the hospital. I don't remember feeling pain. The doctor asked me questions, but I couldn't answer. What my name was, where I lived. They said, say something, but I couldn't. They told me I needed surgery, so I nodded to show I understood.
The blade had shattered bone fragments inside Elena's skull. Doctors performed 2 brain operations.
When I woke up from the surgery, I was in a fog. Everything ached. It took 3 days before I started to speak again. Oleg was supportive at first. He said we would train and still make it for world championships, but the doctors told me otherwise.
First, the doctors thought Elena would be in bed for 3 weeks. Then they thought 6 months.
I was in shock. I couldn't believe I wasn't allowed to do anything. I cried. I just wanted to go home.
Elena improved quicker than doctors expected. A month later, she went home, but decided to no longer skate with Oleg. After 3 months of physical and speech rehabilitation, Elena went back to the ice with her new partner, Anton Sikharulidze. But some might wonder how she could feel safe at all. Why go back to the ice, to the danger?
I wanted to go back to skate. I wanted to go back to all my friends who had supported me. To tell you the truth, I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't skate.
I was a little bit of her mother for her. Then I thought, oh, if it will be my daughter, how will I behave? Because I was afraid. I didn't know how her body will react after she recovered and while she was recovering.
Before, I never thought about such things as dropping my partner or falling. Now I have to be extremely careful with her and give her much more attention, because any fall can have severe consequences.
I think the people around me were more scared than I was. For me, it felt as simple as relearning to walk.
She slowly started to walk on ice, do little steps. After a while, like maybe half a month, then she decided to jump her double, triple. I was like surprised and astonished. And even when they started to do that dreadful element side by side, camel spin with a new partner, I told them, please stay away from each other, stay far. But she didn't show any fear.
But there are still lingering effects.
I still have difficulty speaking. I can remember the words, but when I speak, there's a trace of an accent. So Russian people think I sound like an American and say hello.
Elena has progressed rapidly, off and on the ice. The pair amazed all at the Europeans, where they placed third. Elena has found strength in herself and in Anton.
I know that those people who had in their lives so much difficulties, and they show their will to continue to do what they like, they will achieve sooner or later.
It is amazing that they are even here on the ice, but they have a very real chance of winning a world championship.
Well, they are the most exciting thing about this couple is their mix of superb unison and very gentle power, and they have enormous potential.
Don't even bother looking at that until they get through this move here, which they didn't.
He had trouble on the warm-up with his triple jump.
Now coming up, a split twist lift. The others all do triples. This couple only a double, but look at the height that they're getting. The air is just wonderful there. So difficult for them. Again, he's down. Now,
I think he swings his free leg kind of wide around, and he doesn't have that tight rotation in the air.
Well, and it hasn't been easy so far in this free skate, but remember they were in third place heading into this portion of the competition, and if you're in the top three and win the free skate, you are the overall winners.
He has such exceptional stretch and line for a male skater, very reminiscent of Sergei Grinkov.
And she equally reminiscent of Ekaterina Gordieva.
Yes.
Now they need the same strength and power and technical ability. Well, you know, what do you say?
It's a very rough night for the pairs. Everyone has made some mistakes.
But one of the things to look at is the line that the two of them have. They present a very light, classical line and style.
And it's so unusual for a pair to be equally, you know, good in both the power and that beautiful body line that they have.
And obviously their relationship away from the ice, very important, and Anton's support of Elena through this whole ordeal, coming back from that tragic injury.
You know, there's something very interesting happening with the marking in this competition. If you note, right so far, Kazakova and Dmitriev are way down in the ordinals, even though they are in third place. And right behind them are Ina Dungjen, very close. With this kind of a mess up here, we could see some very strange shifting of the positions at the end of this pair.
Well, Dick, as we saw at the European Men's Championship this year, when there was no clear-cut winner of the free skate, you can see a lot of shuffling in the leaderboard after that portion of the competition.
Really off on their unison.
Well, what a sad moment. What a sad moment. I mean, a year of build-up to this, and you have one 5-minute, 4-minute chance, and it's not a happy one.
That's skating, isn't it?
Yep.
The perseverance has gotten them to this point. It will get them through this as well. Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikharulidze of Russia. Back in Lausanne, and Anton Sikharulidze has walked off. He can't bear to watch the marks coming up. Elena Berezhnaya alongside her coach tomorrow, Muscovina.
But look at these marks. I mean, that dropped them. That has dropped them so far down. They are at least in 8th or 9th place.
And remember, they can change these marks. They can change the leaderboard ahead of Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze. Presentation marks very low as well. 4.4 up to 5.4 for this courageous Russian pairs team. However, at the top, there is no change. Mandy Wötzel celebrating. She has just found out that she and Ingo Steuer, for the first time in their careers, are world champions.
And this will be a moment they won't forget. But the interesting point is that at the top, the point system for the ordinal placements was so widespread, it means that the judges simply could not agree across the board on where they thought the top 3 should be.
And they become the first team to wear gold and represent a unified Germany since 1939.
Maxi Herber and Ernst Bayer.
There you go. Eltsova and Bushkov capture silver. Artur Dmitriev goes back to the world podium with Oksana Kazakova. Solid finishes for the American teams. Heartbreak for Berezhnaya and Sikharulidze, but they've inspired a lot of people this week.